if you are on medications, if you are diabetic, if you have high blood pressure, and your doctor told you that you have to be on medication for the rest of your life. If you're diabetic, they told you have to be on medication for the rest of your life. If you've just been diagnosed with cancer, and they're telling you that, you know what, you got to get into chemo right now or else, you know. Cancer isn't developed overnight, just to let you know. It takes a process. By the time they diagnose you with cancer, you're already about 8 to 10 years. That cancer is already about 8 to 10 years into its growth. So, if that cancer was going to kill you, trust me, you would have been dead already. By the time your mammogram detects your cancer, or detects a cancerous tumor, it was already growing a long time ago, because mammograms are not designed to detect tumors when cancer is in its very, very, very early stages. When cancer is in its very early stages, it's about the size of a dot, like a period, you know, when you write with your pencil that little period. When cancer begins, it's about that size. And what happens is, two little abnormal cells decide that they want to divide. Alright, this is called angiogenesis. This is where cancer begins. These two little cells, they decide, okay, you know what? We can't go off of this blood supply anymore, so let's go ahead and create our own. So these two cells divide. And in about the next 200 days, they divide. So that's 4, and then the 4 divides, and that's 8, and it divides, and it divides. Now by the time your mammogram picks that up, it's really big. Your tumor has to be large enough for that mammogram to detect it. And if it's the size of a pencil, a dot, the mammogram can't see it. It won't be able to detect that tumor. So your tumor has to be large enough, and it has to block that mammogram, like, here I am, and then your mammogram is able to detect that tumor. So like I said, by the time you detect that cancer, it's been growing there a long, long time ago. But you know what? Have no fear. It doesn't mean you're going to die. Even though your team of doctors might be telling you, you know, you have to do chemo right now. Usually when they detect it, that cancer is about stage 3 or 4. That's another reason. If your mammogram can detect your cancer at like stage 0, yay to mammograms, alright? If they can detect it at stage 0 when it's really in its early growth, more power to the mammogram. Find